introduce shock or friction to it, then it explodes. It detonates very, very rapidly. This is actually stronger than
Hold on. I need to let you know there's hella spoilers up in this bitch. You have been warned. Continue.
What's up, y'all, and welcome back to C4 Table Talk. Y'all already know what the vibe is. Y'all already know what's going on. And y'all already know who it is. It's your boy Mari, and we back with another great episode for y'all. If y'all are new to the podcast, welcome. If you're not, you know what I'm saying, you already been here, you already know what it is. So, you know what I'm saying, welcome back. And you already know, I got that boy Dave in the building. Dave, what's good with you, my boy?
What's good, everybody?
We got that boy B-Shaw in the building.
Skirt. What's up? Hey, shout out Travis Scott for releasing a good album.
We're going to get into that. And last but not least, we got that boy Luke in the building.
What up?
And before we get into today's topic, man, we got to discuss what everybody's been talking about with Barbie and Oppenheimer, man. And the Travis Scott album.
First,
and two, we done got.
Who's all seen Barbie?
Go ahead. I haven't, but I've heard of what's.
So am I the only one that's seen Barbie?
I have.
Oh, okay, Lucas saw it.
I've heard of like what's in it and everything and what happens. And then I also read the reviews on IMDb, and it makes absolutely no sense at all.
B-Shaw, have you seen Oppenheimer?
I have not seen Oppenheimer, but I did see Barbie.
So
Make it make sense.
No. Amari, you saw Oppenheimer.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, what the bullshit?
I do know what's in it. 15 minutes long of what's in it.
This dude, I already know what you're talking about. I knew what you were talking about as soon as you started talking.
That's crazy, bro.
That is crazy.
TikTok was all on it, bro. That's like literally what I saw for like 2 days on TikTok. But it's absolutely crazy. That Barbie review is absolutely ridiculous too, from what I've been hearing about it.
Going back to your point though, that did catch me off guard how they did that, how they put that in the movie. I don't know about you, Dave, but I
swear it did.
I was not expecting that right then.
It just popped up on his face.
Oh shit.
So this the new Black Widow right here?
Hey, you ain't lying. She might not end up being the new Black Widow.
Meanwhile, in Barbie, they talking about beaching each other off.
Dog, that's another thing too with the Barbie movie.
Huh?
How you?
Yes, bro.
Yes.
They had a whole like 5-minute segment of Ken and Ken talking about, I'll beat you off. No, I'll beat you off. Well, I can beat you off harder than you can beat me off. Like,
wait, beat or beach?
Beach,
like BEACH.
But his background, his job is beach. That is Ken's job.
Dog, that
there's like a beach, and they just sit there. So his job is beach.
It's crazy.
He was talking about how I can beat you harder than you can beach me.
Is he pretty much a lifeguard?
Yeah, but they call it beach.
No, bro, he works beach.
Fantastic.
Because there is no water.
It's so stupid, bro. The movie has, first of all, here's my thing with it. If you're gonna have a big, like, household name like Barbie, that's a well-known toy, a well-known fictional character, whatever you want to call it, you have to make the movie appropriate for all audiences, because the movie literally is not age appropriate for any little kid.
That's why it was PG-13. They did,
or they can do what they did with like the old movies, like Shrek, and like kind of like subtly throw it in there. You don't pick up the right stuff.
I'm gonna be honest, it was in a way subtle, because I don't think there were some parts, but overall, I didn't really think of it like in that way.
That is 100% what I thought about it as.
The whole time?
That movie was 100% a try to make a political statement with the figure of Barbie.
And that's another thing too. I was going to say, the deep meaning behind the whole story. Little kids aren't going to be able to understand that. Like they should have done kind of like in a way of what the Mario Brothers movie did and made it fit for all audiences. But what they didn't. And then it's like you could have made up this whole story with Barbie because Barbie doesn't have that. She doesn't have I don't think, a background story or anything like that. So like you could have just made one up and gave it to her, and that would have been a way better movie.
She is designed to empower women, to make them believe that they can do any job or anything that they set their mind to. That's why there's a construction Barbie, a doctor Barbie, this type of Barbie, a plumber Barbie, an athlete Barbie. That is Barbie's background, to give young women the goal of that they can do whatever they want. They made sure to make that very clear.
Hey, good for them.
It is what it is, bro. But I guess leading into that, man, the highest grossing opening weekends at the box office for 2023. At number 10 is Transformers with 61 million. Fast X with 67 million. The Flash movie, it's like, no, I'm just playing. John Wick 4, 73.8 million. Oppenheimer with 82.4. The Little Mermaid with 95 million. Ant-Man 3 with 106. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, 118. Across the Spider-Verse with 120. Super Mario Bros. With 146. And Barbie sitting at number 1 with 162, which makes absolutely no sense because...
It does make sense.
It does make a lot of sense.
It makes so much sense.
But that's
think about the demographic. Think about the demographic that Barbie was trying to reach for. Makes 100% sense.
No, you're right.
That was a full-on activist movie. Any type, doesn't matter what activists you follow, whether it's political, LGBTQ, women's rights. It covered all the bases.
You're right. It does make sense.
Which is why a lot of people probably went to see it. And then you got everyone that, just wanted to go so they could wear pink to the movie.
I will say about that, the amount of people I saw dressed up going to that movie, I ain't never seen that before. Everybody was dressed up.
Thank God I didn't. Ask me if, my girlfriend asked me if we wanted to dress up for it, and I was like, no.
No, it's a movie, bro. It is literally a movie.
We're going to a drive-in. It's going to be nice. No.
It is literally a movie. And you know what's crazy? They're not even going to make a part 2 of it.
Spoiler!
That's the wild part about it.
No need. They killed Barbie. Barbie isn't even Barbie anymore. She's human. Spoilers.
That's crazy.
Spoilers. Spoilers after the spoiler. Ask Dieter to edit that and put the spoiler part in front. Reverse those parts.
Bro, facts. But no, it's crazy though, because it's like you could have just had it been real life from the beginning, but you didn't. I don't know. I just feel like the movie could have been way more enjoyable.
I saw a thing on Twitter talking about Margot Robbie speaks out against people liking her feet scenes.
You said a what? You said Twitter? What's that?
What is it called? X now?
Bro, what's Twitter? Yeah.
I can't believe
mine literally just updated today.
I don't even want to touch that app, bro.
Margot Robbie was talking about how people kept commenting on her feet scenes.
That's crazy, bro. How do you just find feet attractive, bro? That's it don't make no sense. But in other news, we did get an announcement for Invincible 2 dropping this fall, man. And I ain't gonna lie, I need them to drop a actual trailer for it because that little poster drop wasn't enough.
Whoa! You didn't see the well, they kind of had a trailer, but it's kind of just showing the actors' names and stuff. It gave you a little bit more than what you got there in the original trailer.
Did y'all see the post?
I also don't think you need to see much, to be honest. It's better if you go in dark.
I agree with that. Did y'all see that post I sent about Spider-Man?
Oh, being in Invincible? Yeah.
If that's for real, that'd be interesting.
Is Invincible going to be in the MCU?
They're not following the script, but hey, we'll see what happens. I would say this. Like I said before, I said this before. Like I read like the comic of it, and like I like the way that the TV show adapted it. It made it better in a way. They know what they're doing. I trust them. As right now, I do trust them.
Oh no, I would definitely trust. Like I know what they gonna make season 2 good, bro. I already know it. I just don't know where the direction they're going because didn't Chandler send us something and it was like this is only like a small part of like one book or something. I can't remember what it was.
Is there a lot left, Dave? You read the whole thing?
This man,
oh, bad.
Dave, bro.
My fault. I was muted. Anyways, they already confirmed season 2 and 3. After season 1 was finished, so we got hella seasons to go. It's a lot more content. A lot more.
I'm gonna need them to drop it a lot quicker because this drought. Golly, man. And then another big Amazon project that's gonna be coming out this fall. The Boys spinoff. I think it's called Gen V. The trailer for that, bro, I'm not gonna lie. They had Katara in that motherfucker. Blood bending and shit. That should look live. It got go ahead, Dave.
I was gonna say I haven't seen the actual trailer yet. I gotta check that out.
Bro. You gotta watch that, bro. They got what's his name in it? A-Train. I think he's the only. I think it's like a younger.
I was gonna say the younger
A-Train.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's like a college or something. I'm guessing for like soups. And that was pretty much all they kind of showed, and then they just
Sky High
a little bit more.
but darker.
Yeah, literally Sky High but rated X. Sky High rated X, but with all that out the window, that Trav album. I almost forgot. What do we think about the Travis Scott album, man? What is everybody's thoughts on that?
My honest opinion is that it was one that grew on me more and more that I listened. You know, it was all right at the first listen. It was enough to where like, all right, I'll add this. I'll come back and listen to it again. And then when I kept listening to it, or I heard it in a different way, or different speakers, you know what I'm saying? You hear a song a certain way, it changes the way you hear it, and like the way it affects that you hear it. So it's definitely an album that has to grow. You have to marinate with it a little bit, in my opinion. But it's at the point now where it's like, all right, yeah, I mess with it.
I kind of agree with that. It is one that first listen, it wasn't like, oh, this is the best album ever, but I think it's got potential to be at least one of the tops of this year, just hasn't hit me yet, I feel like. But I've heard like mixed reviews about it.
I have too. I've been saying that too. People been saying like different stuff that it's good, it's mid.
I definitely think.
But
I mean, obviously, it ain't Astro World. I was hoping for a lot more than that. Yeah. I was hoping for something, especially when he delayed it. I thought we were getting bigger than Astro World. I thought it was going to be Utopia type. But
I think that's another thing too. Is that
came in with our expectations
were
we're doing that. We keep doing it. You got to stop.
And we're trying to compare it to Astro World, but like also Astro World was produced by Chase B, who usually do a lot of like most of his beats and everything.
I
think Trav
instead he got Kanye West producer for this one.
Yeah, and he did it, and I think Trav did a couple like beats on the album himself too. So it was kind of like a little bit different, and you can kind of tell that too with just hearing like the different songs.
You can definitely tell it was a Kanye vibe. It was definitely a Kanye
big Kanye vibe.
I did like in the beginning I was like, I don't know if I'm really feeling this, and then one song came on, God's Country, and I was like, okay, it kind of boosted me back up a little bit, and then I was able to listen to the rest of them.
And then Meltdown comes on.
Meltdown, bro. The transition into that song too.
Yeah, crazy. The best song on there has got Drizzy on it.
I don't know. I don't Meltdown cool, but the problem I have with Meltdown is that like it sounds like a Drake song. Like it don't sound like Trav. It's like he took the beat and like was like, all right, Drake, like this, like
Drake, go
you know what I
ahead,
mean?
do your thing, make me
But I
number
will say
one.
this:
It,
I like the beginning of Meltdown more than I like the beginning of what is it?
Twin bitches,
What's the one?
twin bitches,
No. It's
twin
from the
bitches
other
hopping
album,
up a jet
Sicko Mode.
ski.
Sicko Mode. I like the beginning of this song more than I like the beginning of Sicko Mode.
hey, one song I had listened to. So like I usually listen to like the first minute of it and then go back and listen to everything else. Schizo, I slept on that one because I listened to like the first minute of it. I missed the whole two other
Yeah,
beat
you definitely
transitions
missed
in
all
that
that.
one.
Yup.
I was like, damn, that shit hard.
Is that the song that's
Yes.
like 5 minutes?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's the one that's
there's
5
one
minutes.
song that's like almost damn near 6 minutes.
Then he had James Blake on there too. What other song was it? Hey, where's
21,
everybody
21
that
did his
is?
thing on the album too.
Oh yeah,
Shout out
21
21.
features.
His features do be going crazy.
His features be going.
I like Fiend too.
Oh yeah. There was, I think it's Lost Forever. This is a Lost Forever. It says one of the other ones. At the beginning, was that Sway Lee's voice or was that just the Weekend?
Sway
Because
Lee
the
was in.
Weekend.
Sway Lee was in one of the songs. I don't remember which one it was though, but he
Okay,
was definitely in one of them.
that's what I thought. Because I couldn't tell if it was him or not. But no, this album was good. I think it's a little different compared to Astro World. Obviously, Astro World is more like upbeat, more turn up type stuff. This more like Trav just kind of like actually like rapping and stuff, and we don't hear as much as like auto tune too.
Is this does that mean, do we think Astroworld's gonna be Travis's peak?
Nah,
Not necessarily. The only thing he
nah.
switched it up on this album. It's a switch up.
He just showed us a different side of himself.
Yeah,
Really,
he was definitely rapping a lot more on it too.
should have interviewed that man Jay Free and his thoughts.
Yeah,
Bring him in.
I definitely,
Bring him
I
in for
got
a
his
10-minute
thoughts.
segment.
Hey, shout out that boy Jay Free, man. Travis Scott Stan. Literally, we mean that. Like, that's just.
I can tell you what he
just,
thought.
Oh, Jay Free.
Yeah, it was very similar to me. He originally thought it was kind of trash. Right, first listen, he thought it was trash, which kind of blew my mind personally. I'm like, oh, okay.
It's really not good.
But I hear you. I understand why you think that because you're expecting it to be a hit immediately. You don't want no build up. This is Travis we're talking about. We're supposed to get a hit right now. You know what I'm saying?
Rolly, got me stargazing. I thought that was gonna be like first song.
But then we just kept talking about it. I'm like, bro, just you gotta listen to it a different way, and like he messed with it now.
It's like the weirder side of Trav. Like it's that weird side of Trav that came out in this album, and I think that's why it don't hit as much because it's like we don't, it's not what we used to. It's like the
not what
Lil
we're
Uzi.
used to.
It's like the Lil Uzi album.
I ain't
That
listen
shit
to
was.
that.
I couldn't get into it. Not a single song. I couldn't get into it, bro. So I just want to rock. That's the only one
I
I
don't
was
think I
messing
actually
with.
listened to that album all the way through, to be honest.
It's just a different side of Lil Uzi, and it's just weird. Like that's a
Different side that we not trying to hear.
His weird side.
Yeah, that mug's way different.
Uzi is weird.
Yeah, bro. But anyways, man, let's get into this topic. Top 10 films that had the biggest influence on pop culture and just everyone in general, like the world. And what we're gonna have the boys doing today is guessing what this on this top 10 list. And I will say there are some movies on here that are part of like a series of movies, so it's like a chain of them. There's also some individual movies, and there's one movie on this list that's like kind of old, really old. I ain't even heard of it, but it's on this list. So, what do y'all think is on this list?
I'm gonna start off with Star Wars.
Star Wars is on this list.
Who's
Star Wars.
Who's the list made by?
The list was from.
Probably that doesn't really make a difference, but
I mean, it doesn't. It was a credible like source that usually do like articles on movies and like movie reviews. I think it was like Mojo, Good Mojo,
Watch
whatever.
Mojo.
Watch Mojo, yeah, yeah. Star Wars is on the list at number 1 from 1997 all the way till now. The Star Wars series is at number 1.
Was Forrest Gump on there?
Forrest Gump is not on the list.
Are there any war movies?
No.
Damn.
Interesting. Spider-Man 1.
Spider-Man 1 is not on the list.
The Avengers.
Avengers might be on there.
I will count that they have the MCU at 4.
Yeah.
The entire MCU at 4.
Okay, we good with that. That was a game changer. It was definitely a game changer.
Since 2008, bro. 2008 till now.
Influential film.
Okay, then
The Dark Knight.
Transformers is not on the list. The Dark Knight is surprisingly not on this list either.
Holy.
Shrek.
Shrek is not on this list. I will say, okay, I will say this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 series that y'all gonna hit.
Avatar.
Avatar's not on the list.
Interesting. I would have thought Avatar would have been on there for sure.
There's 4 series, 4 big series too. Like y'all should know these.
Like TV or movie series?
Like movie series.
Movie.
They're all
We
movies.
said Star Wars, all right.
Lion
we
King.
got
Yeah. Lion King is not on the list.
Twilight?
please.
Twilight is a good guess, but it's not on here. I was surprised that Twilight wasn't.
Oh,
on this
okay.
list.
Let's Harry Potter.
Harry Potter is on this list. at
Harry
number
Potter.
6.
That's a good one, Dave.
Harry Potter on the list at number 6 from 2001 till 2011.
Oh, what else? I'm blanking.
Is MCU's
What?
on there?
I will
Is
say-
DC on there?
No,
Hell
no, DCU is not on here. I would say we literally watched one of these series, our 5th year.
Fifth year.
It might have just been me and Dave, and Kenya was with us too. Shout out that boy Kenya.
Damn, what did we watch? Fifth year. I was thinking of our 4th year because me and Bishar were watching the James Bond.
Ooh,
00.
that's another good guess of the series, but it's not on here though.
What did we watch our 5th year, bro?
What
Hold
did we
on.
watch our 5th year? Bro, what do we watch?
I will say that
Bro, I don't remember.
a recent one of these did come out not that long ago, like literally our 5th year.
Okay, we went to the movies.
And that was the reason. That was the reason why we watched while we were watching the series.
I'm blanking, bro. I am blanking. It's bad. Bro.
I will. Okay. I'll give you another hint.
I'm gonna be pissed when I find out too if I don't get it.
I'll give you another hint. This actor. We'll go red and blue.
Matrix, bro. Oh my gosh, how we not thinking of Matrix?
Matrix is on the list at number 9.
How are we not thinking of Matrix, bro?
Lord of the Rings.
That's good.
Look, this man is looking them up.
I'm just looking up movies now. Like,
Lord of the Rings on the list at number 10, which I definitely didn't think these movies came out in 2001 and 2003.
It was like 3 hours each too.
I would say y'all have one more series to guess to, and this one's like a really well known series too.
wait, did we already get the old ass movie?
No, the old movie y'all not gonna get. Bro.
The Godfather?
It came out. Godfather series is on here at number 3.
Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz is on here at number 2.
Good guess, bro.
So y'all got number 5, number 7, and number 8.
5, 7, 8.
Huh.
Back to the Future.
That is a good guess, but Back to the Future is not on this list.
That is a great guess, actually.
It's a really good
What
guess.
changed the game, bro?
The Jurassic movies.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Jurassic movies are not on here.
Interesting.
Mission Impossible?
Titanic
Titanic ain't on here either.
Wow.
Mission Impossible is a good guess too. Another good guess, but it ain't on here.
One
of them,
The Terminator.
Terminator's also really good. That's not on here.
What?
I will say one of these movies has Samuel L. Jackson in it, and then the other movie on here is about an animal, a pretty well known animal, and then the other one is
Toy Story.
Somewhat related to me, kind of.
Marley and Me? Like what? Talking about animal?
No.
No, it's just a joke. There's no way Marley and Me would be.
Wait, talking about animals. It's not Airbud.
No.
Oh, okay, I was about to say. There's no way.
It's not no pet. I'll say that it's not a pet. And if you do have one of these as a pet, you rich as hell. I'll say that.
The rich to be having tigers and stuff. What's that movie called? Pi or something like that?
The Book of Pi? The Life of Pi? Is that what it's called? It's not that.
That was a good movie.
What the?
I will say y'all are kind of the right direction. Kind of.
So is it a tiger?
It's not a tiger, but
it's a lion.
Think about the movie. Think about that movie.
The Jungle Book.
Jungle Book's not on here.
That's an animal.
I would say think about.
But it's not the Lion King. What the?
Think about Finding Nemo. The animals in Finding Nemo.
Bro,
Jaws?
Jaws is on here at number 8.
They're coming out with a new Jaws too. August 3rd. Jaws 4.
That's the Meg, isn't it?
Or, yeah, I mean, it's like the same thing. They're all the same.
I couldn't imagine seeing a shark that big.
So I still got 2 more.
One with Samuel L. Jackson.
One with Samuel L. Jackson.
Pulp Fiction?
Pulp Fiction is at number 7. I ain't never seen that movie.
That was a good one, Dave.
I'm about to say I heard it's good. I haven't seen it yet, though.
And this 5th one, y'all really not going to get because I don't even know what it is. But basically,
hold on. Give us some clues.
Is that the one with Samuel L. Jackson in it?
No, that's Pulp Fiction.
Okay.
This 5th one, it came out in 1960.
60.
Say 1960, Crazy, and then My Major.
Yeah, I'm not getting it. Because it came out before Star Wars. The first Star Wars, yeah, it's a wrap. I'm not sure. Star Wars, the first Star Wars came like the 70s, right?
Huh?
1960 psychology movie?
I was going to say American Psycho, but that's like
it's
early
Psycho?
30s.
It is Psycho.
Psycho?
I don't even know what Psycho is, bro. It came out in 1960. So the list is at.
I just looked up 10? 1960 psychology movie. And it came up with Psycho.
So we got 10 Lord of the Rings, 9 Matrix series, 8 Jaws, 7 Pulp Fiction, 6 Harry Potter series, 5 Psycho, 4 MCU, 3 Godfather series, 2 Wizard of Oz, and 1 is Star Wars series.
The Psycho makes sense. If it came out in 1960 in the box office, it made $50 million. At that time, that's fucking impressive.
50?
$50 million.
Yeah, it is impressive.
In 1960, they had an $800,000 budget.
Damn,
ooh, they made bread.
Million.
That's just domestic, right?
Money.
I think so.
I would assume it is.
I mean,
there's no way that'd be worldwide.
They wouldn't have to make another movie again. That's it. We're done.
Actually, it could. It could have been worldwide. I guess because they probably wouldn't have played it in all countries back then.
But 50 million in 1960? What would that be today?
If they do,
I'm about to look that up.
probably like 200 something million. But you gotta think too, like you said, back in 1960, like that time and everything, it makes sense. But
50,
with that being said,
50 million in 1960 is equivalent in purchasing power to about 515 million today.
Oh, never mind. I was wrong.
Making $500 million.
Completely off. That's absolutely crazy. But with that being said, though,
And that's with
now we
only
go.
box office.
Now we go come up. Now we come up with our own list. What on this list will we get rid of? Let's start with that.
Well, it doesn't help we haven't seen a movie from the 1960s.
Yeah, I'm about to say the movies we haven't seen on this list. I haven't really seen Godfather.
You gotta think of
They talk like that's
influence,
the
bro.
best. They talk like it's the best movie ever. The
You also
Godfather.
gotta think though. These are like influential, like influence movies too.
That's why I said Shrek.
So no matter if we have or haven't seen it, you gotta think about its impact on everybody else too. But I wouldn't be opposed to Godfather though, taking that off the list because I haven't seen it. But it is a big impactful movie though.
So if we're taking Godfather off, we might as well take off Psycho too.
All right. So Psycho, Godfather, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Keeping it or letting it go?
It can go for me.
Yeah, that can go. You know what's not going on?
Matrix series.
Harry Potter
Keep
staying on
Matrix.
there.
Keep the Matrix. Keep the Matrix because it made us think about actually potentially being in the Matrix.
All right.
Let's widen our
Jaws.
brains a little bit. Jaws. For their time, I feel like that was probably like.
It's crazy because like Jaws is still being like played today, and you watch like when they play Jaws, it's like at beaches.
And
so like
it's Shark Week, or it was Shark Week last week. They have a whole week dedicated
so I
to the
feel
shark,
like it's
and it's really based around that, like Megalodon, Jaws, all that stuff.
I feel like it. I feel like it had kind of had to stay, but there's so many movies out there, though. There's so many other movies out there.
Facts. For their time, it had to be influential, 100%. I bet people weren't going to the beaches; they were staying away because of the
People
movies.
weren't getting in water, nothing, scared. But think about that. If they would have dropped the Jaws like now.
I mean, they still kind of are.
Like people still, but it's kind of like.
But it's already been dropped.
Like,
That's
like
why.
Meg and Jaws are. I feel like they're the same.
They got the same concept.
Same concept.
Same concept.
So we either getting rid of it or we keeping it, putting it to a vote.
I feel like it's got to stay.
I'm either way with this.
Like I was saying, like for their time, it had to be extremely influential. Because
all right, well we'll keep it. All right, Pulp Fiction. I say this one can go. I haven't seen it. All right. The Harry Potter series, that one can stay.
Yeah.
That's a no-brainer. MCU, that's staying. Entirety of the MCU, that's
number one.
Wizard of Oz. This is one. A Wizard of Oz is tough.
What was so good about it? What was so influential? Let's talk about that.
I am wondering why it is so influential, but I mean, it is a good movie. But
I will say the way that I can see it is they've made there's only 2 Wizard of Oz movies ever made. The one like way back in like the 80s or 90s, and then they came out with one like early 2000s. But I will say as far as influence go, it's had a really big impact as far as like Broadway shows.
I also think it had a big impact on CGI stuff. I think it was one of the first movies that had something like that with like the wizard or whatever.
I think it was like the first. I think it might have been the first movie like in color because of like the ruby red shoes, like the gold brick roads and stuff.
I think it did kind of. I feel like it kind of had like the jump start on CGI.
I'm pretty sure. I'm like 90% sure that it was the first movie in color. Correct me if I'm
If
wrong.
that's true, then that has to stay then, because that's game changer. Like imagine that, black and white, bro. Imagine seeing color for the first time on screen. Like that's mind blowing.
Okay, it says, contrary to popular belief, The Wizard of Oz was not the first color film, but it was the first to prove that color could add fantasy and draw something. I don't know. It just cuts
Some
off.
BS. Some BS that makes sense.
Oh, it said could add fantasy and draw audience to theaters despite its release during it released during the Great Depression. But what was the first movie in color then? If that wasn't it,
And why?
obviously that
It,
must have been trash. And nobody remember it, bro. That movie must have been trash. So are we gonna keep it?
wait, did you Google it?
What, the first movie in color?
Yeah. I
I
thought,
Googled was
I
I
thought you
Googled was Wizard of Oz the first. I can Google the first movie in color.
I thought
First
you said
movie
you
in
Googled it
Do
and
y'all
color.
do y'all
looked it
know
up.
the song "Somewhere Over the Rainbow"?
Yeah.
Dave,
Who was it by?
it's like that song that's like I don't know who it's by. It's just like I'm not singing for
Wait,
y'all, but
I gotta hear it. I gotta hear it so I can know what you're talking about.
I'm already playing the song.
You gotta
I
make
know
your
what
voice
song you're
high
talking
pitched or
about.
something.
Huh?
It is a high pitched song a little bit.
What is
Yeah.
that like? What they be playing like the
It's
creepy?
what Dorothy. It's what Dorothy sings or whatever. It's
Oh,
like
let me look it up right quick. What's it called?
the lyrics
Somewhere
go
over the
somewhere
rainbow.
over the rainbow. Blah 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 blah. But the
S-
first movie in color was A Visit to the Seaside. It was a British short film. But
Wow.
I wouldn't count that. If a short film, how short was it? I would count The Wizard of Oz being the first movie in color. It did say, okay, everything I'm reading, we got to keep it. It says because it had a big effect on the industry too.
Yeah, I mean, I think that movie set a precedent too for like actor safety because there was a couple actors on that set that probably could have died. Like Tin Man, they used like there was like lead in the stuff that they used for his costume, so he almost died of lead poisoning.
Crazy.
Um,
I have heard that song.
there was something.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, so that's from that movie. There was something else that happened too. I think where someone almost died on set. It might have been when they lit the scarecrow on fire.
Mm. Yeah, they really have to do this stuff.
Right.
All right. Well, I guess with that being said, we can keep it. We'll keep it. And then
Yeah, actually, I think
Star Wars. Obviously, Star Wars. That's staying on here, bro. That's one of the biggest. All right, so we got. So the movies we are keeping is Star Wars, Wizard of Oz, the MCU, Harry Potter, Jaws, and the Matrix series. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6 movies we're keeping, and we got to add 4 to this list. So what 4 are we adding? Let's figure out what 4 we're adding, and then we'll rearrange the list once we figure out the 4.
So many movies. I was surprised there wasn't a war movie on
Dark
there, to be
Knight.
honest.
why? Why the Dark Knight?
Well, I don't. Universal. I don't know if I can
Mm-hmm.
justify it.
There it is. Now, people say that Blade saved superhero movies in the Marvel. I don't know. I
Blade.
mean, yeah, they said
Yeah.
that doing well paved the way for like Spider-Man and then other Marvel movies to drop. So, but at the same time, I feel like Spider-Man would be a better choice because it did better, and Spider-Man is Spider-Man.
But
Everybody
Spider-Man's
knows
part of
Spider-Man.
MCU. That's already in there.
And now he is, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Everybody knows Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like they left. I feel like they gotta be leaving out. Oh, this movie. You want to talk about a war movie? Top Gun, bro. I
Whoa.
think Top Gun has to
Whoa,
be
whoa,
on
whoa.
this
Hold on,
list.
hold on. What about we just skipping over the first one?
No,
That is like
that
Top
is the
Gun, the
first one.
series.
What? Top Gun, not Top Gun the series. I'm just saying the first original Top Gun, because second one, nah, it was good, but I mean, like we're talking about influence. I think Top Gun, that first one, was like a really big influence, because you got to think like
Probably made a lot of
Danger
people
Zone,
want to
like
be.
everybody was singing that, like
Probably made everyone want to be a fighter jet pilot.
Shit.
Maybe that's why Stur's friend, what's his name? Maybe that's why he became a fighter pilot. He watched Top Gun and was like, yeah, I want that.
That's crazy.
we going with Top Gun.
They really be doing that in real life.
Oh, it's great. That's why I love war movies. Like, people are really doing that. You watch I watched American Sniper like 2 weeks ago.
American Sniper, but
You seen the
I heard it's good. I
the
haven't seen
newer
it.
one with Jake Gyllenhaal? What is it called?
Saving
Sniper?
Private Ryan, Hacksaw Ridge, all of those movies. Crazy.
What'd you say, Dave?
Sniper?
I think that might be it.
No, I'm saying random stuff, bro.
Black
No,
Hawk
The
Down.
Covenant. Have any of y'all seen The Covenant?
I don't think so.
That movie kind of went hard. It's another war movie.
What's the name of the squad that killed Osama bin Laden?
SEAL Team 6, right?
SEAL Team 6. That's a movie. There's some.
Do we want to just put? We just want to say war movies in general. That's kind of a lot of war movies, but
I mean,
guess,
because
yeah.
you can throw Forrest
gave
Gump
us a
into that
taste.
too.
It gave us a taste of the reality of war,
Right.
in like a entertainment sense.
So we'll put
even though war is not. War shouldn't be entertaining, but
no disrespect to the fallen soldiers.
Yeah.
Like that.
Shout out to all of our troops, man.
just-
Thanks for serving our country. Respect.
it's just more showing what it's like, showing us the realism of it.
Yeah, like it's certain. Bro. There's certain movies like everybody want to be like a spy, right? You know what I'm saying? They make it look so cool in the movies, but like, bro, we really look at it. It's like they could die at any moment, right?
Facts.
Make a mistake, be gone. Make one choice, and a lot of people are gone. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's so much more than just being cool and looking cool and being a spy and stuff.
Another movie, I feel like, I don't know if it's The Sandlot. Did that have a big enough influence? I feel like
No.
If you want to do a sports movie, you got to think of the biggest sports movie. What's like the
Space Jam?
most iconic?
Oh, Space. Yeah, I'm surprised Space
Is that
Jam was on
or
there.
whatever? Well, is that one of the first movies that combined like cartoons with like live
Oh,
action?
yeah.
Or like what's
Space
that?
Jam.
Something Rabbit, Mr. Rabbit.
Bugs Bunny.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. No, it's like it's like the other rabbit or something, like something rabbit. It's like
Wily
somebody
Rabbit or
and
something
the
like
rabbit or something.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about, though. I can't remember what it is either.
Bro, did y'all see? This is completely random. I just thought of it, but it's like taking cartoons and making it human. Did you see they're making a live action of Moana
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
with Dwayne The Rock Johnson and Zendaya?
No.
Really?
Zendaya.
I didn't know Zendaya
Zendaya's
was.
playing Moana, I think.
I did not know that.
She want to get some meat on her bones.
Oh my goodness!
What, bro?
I was not expecting you to come in, bro.
My fault.
That caught me off guard. I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to think what else. Ooh, I feel like with the Saw series or series be on this
Freddy
list as
Krueger.
far as
The
Friday the
Conjuring.
13th. Ooh.
Hello.
I feel like the Saw series had a big impact
Those
too.
movies were so fucked.
The Saw series had a big impact. I feel like the Scream movies or like the scary movies
Right,
had a
like the
big
stuff that are based on true events. That stuff freaks me out.
dog. Till this day, I will never go back and rewatch a Final Destination. No siree. That's too realistic of a movie for me.
Like when,
But I definitely feel like a horror movie got to be on this list though.
like with the Conjuring, how they show the clips at the end of like it actually happening. No,
I
no, thank
think
you.
I think if anything, what did you say? What movie did you say, Dave?
Uh, for
Freddy Krueger.
yeah,
I think either Freddy Krueger or Jason movies have to be
I feel
on
like
this
people always
list.
be talking about they used to have like. I mean, it's like a movie about nightmares and having nightmares about somebody killing you in your nightmares.
It's true.
But instead, you actually die instead of just waking up.
They were saying like people I talked to were saying like they were like actually scary at the time. Like I feel like us seeing it in the future, it's like it's not as intense as it was for them.
Oh,
Or all
I
the
forgot.
Saw series.
Hey, this is a no brainer one. Men in Black, bruh. Come on, bro. The Men in Black series had that was a big. I think that had a big
That was
influence.
peak Will Smith.
Before you
Those were
slapping
good
people on
movies, though.
stage. Don't you dare talk about my wife.
That's so wild.
That
She did him
was
so dirty. Anyways, why Men in Black though?
I said Men in Black because like at that time it was like a really big movie that came out and it was kind of like it was a movie that was about aliens, but it was like a comedy movie about aliens. And then it was like you said, like it was Will Smith at like kind of like the peak of his kind of like the start really of his career, kind of because he had Fresh Prince 2 later, a little bit later, because I think Men in Black came out before Fresh Prince. But I think
I don't, I
when you
don't
kind
think
of
so.
look at it, it's like that's a I feel like a movie that had a lot of
Is this
influence.
for like the last spot?
Uh, no, so before we had war movies and Space Jam, and then Men in Black would be 3, and then we would just need one more, and then we have to rearrange everything. I'm just trying to think of other movies.
The Matrix is on there.
Yeah,
I feel like Inception's kind of like the same thing-ish, kind of.
I'm just trying to think of like series, like movie series. Oh, there, there are so many movies out there.
We're not gonna put. Do we got any like animated ones?
Animated,
What was like the first animated movie
I have no idea.
or like Disney movie or Pixar or something?
The Yeah, you don't even know it. The first animated movie was a Disney one, and it was the one where like Mickey's driving a boat and whistling. That's literally what it is.
Oh,
But if we went to an animated movie on here, uh,
Toy Story.
Toy Story did save Disney. The whole Pixar
I
thing
mean, that
saved
could
Disney,
be.
actually.
That could be a. That's a good one.
Shrek, that's another good one.
Shrek is a good one. The classics.
I'm trying to think of what other like animated movies came out that was like pretty big that everybody would have been talking about for real.
I don't know about like animated movies, but another classic movie would be like The Sound of Music.
Yeah.
I get that dough, a deer, a female deer, pray a tropical sun.
Also, too, we try to throw this in there. We know there's so many movies out there, bruh. Something is gonna get left off this list. So don't get mad if your favorite movie get left off the list, bro. Like there's a lot of movies out there, but we do need one more.
You know, a recent one which I don't maybe won't be there, but I mean it was on that box score list was the Super Mario Bros. Because I think that was just the best movie I've ever seen put together with like a video game or something older, and like putting it in a movie and making it actually really good.
Yeah,
I low key just saw another one too of movie series, Rocky.
I saw that too.
And then because Rocky
Rocky
goes into Creed too.
I would say Rocky was really big, had a big influence. Yeah, yeah. I think that final spot would have to be Rocky, bro.
Rocky makes a lot of sense to be on the list.
Jumanji.
Did you say Jumanji?
Yeah, I was
Like
just
with The
joking.
Rock and Kevin Hart?
No, the older one.
The
Oh,
older one with Robin Williams.
Robert, yeah.
Isn't it
Dang,
Kirk
his
Douglas
movies
too?
too. I didn't even think about all his movies.
Bad Grandpa.
I know. All right, all right. Let's get this list in some sort of order. So we got to do top 10. Uh, so we got the Matrix series. I'm just gonna read them all off, and then we'll put them in order. So we got Matrix, the whole entire series, Jaws, Harry Potter series, MCU, Wizard of Oz, Star Wars, Rocky series, Men in Black, Space Jam, and then the war movies. So what's going at 10?
Can we
Probably
get like a
put
picture of the list?
war movies at 10.
Yeah, I'll send.
Just because I don't think
I
they
would
have an
say
impact necessarily directly on movies, and more so just give people a real perspective on like what war can be like, and like
so.
kind of help to people
I just
understand what
see y'all.
PTSD is.
So the pluses are like the ones we kept. Minus is the one we let go of. It's in there right now. I would say I think at 10, I would put either Wizard of Oz or Jaws at 10. So I don't know. I don't know what y'all thinking.
I'm fine. Yeah.
Okay,
We can put Jaws there.
Jaws at 10.
We can put
Ooh,
Jaws
Jaws
there.
in 10.
That works.
All right, what we putting at 9?
What's so good about Psycho?
I don't want to take out.
Oh wait, okay, you said the pluses. My bad. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah, Psycho got taken out. That's the pluses.
I was just looking at the whole thing. All right.
I think 9.
9 we could go Wizard of Oz.
I was thinking
Yeah,
the same
Yeah.
thing.
that's smooth.
All right. At 8. What we putting at 8?
I could do Matrix.
I could
I
go.
think
You put Harry Potter over the Matrix.
Yes.
yes. Bro, influence, bro. Y'all gotta remember that. Harry Potter had a
I guess
big
you're right.
influence, bro.
I could go Matrix
Wait.
or
But think about it. No, you're right.
Men in
So I'm
Black.
gonna say that slow motion. My fault. I keep interrupting. But that slow motion scene, we was dodging those bullets. Like everybody was doing that,
That
and then
is
all the
true.
movies started putting that slow motion in it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's
That's
like,
true.
"Yo, they got that from the Matrix." You feel me?
But over Harry Potter, is that the argument?
No. I was just talking.
I couldn't see it over Harry Potter, bro.
Expelliarmus.
You got the books, and then the movies came out with it too, and then everybody was want to like be a wizard, get sorted into
Bro,
one of
I
the
want one of
houses
them
and
wands right
everything.
now.
Yo,
They got wands that they got wands now that are they got like
Universal.
no, you can like shoot stuff
Oh
out of the end of the wand. Pause.
yeah, I think
just say
if we're gonna put, I feel like at 8, I could see Men in Black at 8.
Agreed.
Yeah, I think Men in Black could go there.
So what we putting at 7?
you didn't put the Matrix down, did you?
No, I haven't put the Matrix
Right.
down yet. No,
I feel like that can be a good spot right there.
Matrix at 7.
And then I think
All right.
after Matrix at
So
7,
whoa, wait.
I'm gonna say Space Jam or War movies next.
I would say war movies, just because off the ones we named. Off the ones we named, I would say war movies. All right, now here it comes down to top 5. So we got Space Jam, Rocky series, MCU, Harry Potter, Star Wars, and
That should be it.
am I missing
That
one?
was all of them.
All right. So what we putting at 5?
Space Jam.
Space Jam.
That works.
All right, at 4,
Rocky.
I would have to say
I think Rocky.
I
Yeah,
say
I think Rocky fits at 4.
That works.
And then
At 3,
I would
think-
throw
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. Harry Potter.
Well, what's left?
Harry Potter,
Harry
Star
Potter
Wars,
3.
MCU.
Harry Potter, MCU, Star Wars.
I would put MCU,
MCU or
first.
Star Wars
I'd put MCU first, I think.
at 1.
I think so.
Hey,
Why? Tell me why though. Tell me why.
Yeah. I don't know. Change
can
the
argue
game
both.
for. I mean it's the best production of like an action superhero type movie because I feel like they kind of the same genre in a way. Star Wars and only argument Star Wars has though, bro. I don't know if I can argue it against that actually.
Everybody know Darth Vader, and everybody want a lightsaber.
Everybody know Tony Stark now.
Star Wars.
Hey,
Everybody want a lightsaber.
Everybody want to be a superhero, bro. Spider-Man, most influential superhero out there.
But I feel like Star Wars kind of paved the way for that.
Facts.
That's why it's hard for me to argue it. And the music score too.
I say both. That's why I said they're interchangeable for me. Either one. I'm split. I think
my bias is MCU, but I actually can't argue against it.
It goes either way for me.
We go MCU Star Wars then.
Yeah.
All right.
I think Star Wars got to be number one. Especially like just the way they produced it at the time too. Is what they had.
Yeah. And it was like that was so big back then too. Huge. That was like one of the biggest pop culture like films.
Facts.
Back then, like where it happened, because like nothing had been done before that, like something like that. Well, I guess besides probably Star Trek, what came out probably like a couple years later or so. But
I mean, they had those I don't know what they're called, but the races,
the pod races.
Those were dope.
The giant fighter machines in 1980.
Lightsabers, bro.
The idea of
still want a lightsaber to this day.
You feel me? People are still trying to create a real one,
bro. If I go, they have. I'm pretty sure there is a real one out there.
But it only lasts. I think it only lasts for like so long.
But you know, amount of energy you need to create a real one, bro. It's like the energy of a planet or something like that. Something stupid.
Of a what?
Planet. You gotta think those can cut through anything and everything.
Planet.
Anything. All metals.
We gotta think. We got lasers now. We just gotta figure out how to take those lasers and put it into.
Well, I'm sure we got ray guns. The military got ray guns.
What? They got aliens. Like what don't they have?
Facts.
You know, like the videos I hear about what we have in Antarctica that no one should ever know about.
Yeah, I've been hearing stuff.
Aliens. But no, man, I'm gonna read off our list. So we got top 10 biggest influence movies. We got at number 10, Jaws, 9, Wizard of Oz, 8, Men in Black, 7, The Matrix series, 6, war movies, 5, Space Jam, 4, Rocky series, 3, Harry Potter series, 2, MCU, and at number 1 is the Star Wars saga.
Solid.
I feel like that is a solid list.
That is a solid list.
Is there movies we probably left out?
Absolutely.
Yes, there definitely is. There is some movies out there that definitely got hold, but hey,
y'all try coming up with movies on the spot.
It is what it is.
For real, y'all try that, bro. Y'all try this. This is not easy, bro. This is not easy. But with that being said, though, hopefully y'all enjoyed today's episode, man. Try to switch it up, give y'all something a little bit different. I feel like this is the year for movies. We've been having hella movies drop this year. I feel like everything's been going really well besides there being a writer's strike and all that. But as always, man, make sure y'all follow the podcast on whatever podcast platform y'all listen to us on. Make sure y'all go and follow us on TikTok and Instagram. And lastly, make sure y'all subscribe to us on YouTube. Make sure y'all share the podcast with y'all friends and family. Share it with people that are interested in these topics. And we really do just hope that y'all enjoy this. We really do appreciate everybody for listening. I mean, we've been doing this for over a year now, which is kind of crazy because it don't feel like it, but we have. And if you've been with us from the beginning, you've been with us through the ups and downs because the beginning episodes were a little trash. I'm not gonna lie, but they were funny though in a way. We have been getting better, man. We just gonna keep striving to try to get better. Try to have more guests on here for sure. We're working on that right now. Also working on getting a Discord working with another podcast, go an even bigger audience and have a bigger interaction. But until we do that, you know what I'm saying? We'll keep y'all up to date and let y'all know, as always, C4 Table Talk out. Deuces.
Peace and love, baby.
Spawn.